Most people believe they stay with Apple for one simple, obvious reason. Because the hardware products are simply better than anything else on the market. At first glance, that explanation makes total sense. The iPhone has an exquisite titanium display, a world-class camera system, and software so smooth it feels almost weightless in your hands. When you pick up a MacBook Pro or double-tap an Apple Watch, the physical engineering feels undeniably premium compared to the competition. But if you look closer at consumer behavior and business psychology, you'll discover that hardware quality alone isn't what keeps over 1 billion active users from ever switching to Android or Windows. The truth is far more interesting. Apple isn't just selling smartphones, laptops, and smartwatches as standalone consumer electronics. Apple is building one of the most powerful, invisible, and psychologically inescapable digital ecosystems ever constructed in modern history. Every single new Apple device you bring into your home doesn't just add daily utility or status. It subtly weaves another thread into an invisible web around your digital life. And by the time you realize what's happening, leaving becomes almost impossible. Nobody wakes up in the morning and consciously decides to trap themselves inside a corporate walled garden. It almost always begins with a single, completely innocent purchase. Just an iPhone. You walk into a brightly lit glass Apple store, buy a new phone, and unbox it on your desk. At first, you use it just like any other smartphone on Earth. You send text messages, take family photos, scroll through social media, and download your everyday apps. At this initial stage, you are completely free. You have zero friction. If a competing tech brand like Samsung or Google releases a groundbreaking new phone next year with a futuristic camera or a foldable screen, you could easily trade in your iPhone and switch to Android tomorrow without breaking a single part of your digital life. Your photos easily upload to Google Photos. Your contacts sync effortlessly with Gmail. Your work runs on Google Drive, and your music streaming lives on Spotify or YouTube Music. You aren't locked into anything. You believe you are just a regular consumer who bought a great phone. But in reality, Apple has already laid down the groundwork for step 2. Then, 6 months down the line, you decide to treat yourself to a pair of AirPods for your daily commute. Or perhaps you pick up an Apple Watch to track your workouts and daily steps. And suddenly, magic happens. The moment you flip open the white AirPods case for the very first time, a crisp, animated pairing card instantly pops up on your iPhone screen. No Bluetooth settings menu, no searching for devices, no frustration required. A few weeks later, when you sit down at your desk, your Apple Watch automatically unlocks your MacBook Pro without requiring you to type in a password. When your iPhone rings from across the kitchen while charging, your iPad and Mac ring at the exact same second, letting you answer the call from whichever screen is closest to your hand. Every single device begins communicating with every other device in real-time background threads. The micro-frictions of modern technology quietly melt away into thin air. You aren't operating 3 separate electronic gadgets anymore. You are controlling a single, interconnected neural network. The invisible web has officially begun to spin. iCloud, AirDrop, FaceTime, Handoff, Universal Clipboard, Find My, and Apple Pay. These aren't just standalone software features listed on a technical spec sheet during a keynote presentation. They are the invisible glue holding your entire digital lifestyle together. Consider how effortless your daily work routine becomes when these features take over. You copy a long string of text, a flight confirmation number, or a complex line of code on your iPhone screen, and instantly paste it directly into a document on your Mac desktop screen with a single keystroke. You shoot a heavy 4K 60 FPS video file on your phone during an event and airdrop it to your video editing laptop in 3 seconds flat with 0 image compression. You start drafting an important email on your phone while sitting on a morning train, and the moment you open your laptop at your office desk, a small handoff icon appears, allowing you to pick up writing mid-sentence right where you left off. The software integration works so fluidly and reliably that you stop thinking about technology altogether. Frictionless convenience becomes your new baseline expectation. Now, imagine trying to leave Apple. Suppose a rival technology company releases an extraordinary phone with an incredible camera sensor or a sleek foldable display, and you decide you want to switch over to Android or Windows. The moment you attempt to make that move, you realize you aren't just replacing a piece of aluminum, glass, and lithium battery. You lose seamless, instant AirDrop sharing with your friends, spouse, and colleagues. You get forcibly kicked out of family iMessage group chats, relegated to compressed green SMS text bubbles that break photo sharing and destroy video quality. Your Apple Watch Ultra loses its connection, companion apps, and years of accumulated health history. Your universal clipboard vanishes. Your iCloud keychain passwords, encrypted keys, and shared family photo albums become isolated behind a digital wall. The physical hardware itself isn't holding you hostage. The overwhelming mental and technical friction of giving up daily convenience is. You are locked in by convenience. This is Apple's ultimate masterclass in business strategy and corporate economics. By tightly bundling hardware devices with Apple One subscriptions, Apple Music, iCloud storage tiers, Apple Pay, and Apple Intelligence, Apple transforms itself from a traditional one-time hardware manufacturer into a high-margin, recurring subscription powerhouse. When a competitor sells a phone, their financial relationship with the customer largely ends at the cash register. But when Apple sells an iPhone, that transaction is merely the opening key that unlocks the front door. Once a user steps inside the ecosystem, their lifetime economic value to Apple multiplies by thousands of dollars over the next decade. Selling you the phone isn't the final sale. It's simply the invitation. The ecosystem is the luxury ranch you rent for the rest of your digital life. Why can't competing tech titans like Samsung, Google, or Microsoft simply copy Apple's ecosystem formula and build their own seamless network? Because Microsoft controls desktop operating systems, but relies on third-party PC makers like Dell and HP for hardware. Google controls the Android operating system, but relies on dozens of competing phone brands across the world. Samsung crafts world-class mobile hardware displays, but relies heavily on Google's Android software stack and Microsoft's Windows integration. Only Apple owns and controls the entire technological stack, from custom M-series and A-series silicon chips to the desktop and mobile operating systems, down to the retail glass stores and global cloud server infrastructure. Because Apple designs both the brain, the body, the silicon, and the cloud, every single piece of hardware is engineered to complement the software from day one. There are no corporate arguments between the hardware team and the software team. Most people believe Apple's core business is selling smartphones, laptops, tablets, smartwatches, and wireless headphones. They look at Apple as a consumer electronics hardware company, competing on raw processor specs, camera megapixels, and battery capacity. But perhaps Apple's greatest invention was never a single physical product you can hold in your hands or unbox from a white cardboard package. It was making every product you own feel incomplete without all the others. Nova Atlas, explaining the modern world.